Hi, Bill Jones from Turntastic Wood Designs. Today I'm going to start on a vase. It's going to be a segmented piece and I'm going to have a zigzag pattern on it. So there are a lot of steps to that. So I'm going to make this video in two parts. The first part I'll show how I make what I call the feature ring, which is the ring with just the zigzag in it. And then the second video I'll make the rest of the vase. There's a lot of steps, so let's get started. I've selected my lumber. I've got some padauk here, which makes a nice red color. And that will contrast nicely with the ash that I'm using. I wind up sandwiching or making a sandwich out of the pieces. I've got 4 pieces of ash and then 1 piece of the padauk. So I put 2 on each side of the padauk and make a nice sandwich-like out of the lumber. Then I clamp it up, and you can never have too many clamps. After the glue's dry, I remove the clamps. Then I run it over the jointer to get one face perfectly flat. And a couple passes through the planer gets both sides parallel. On the table saw, I've set my miter gauge to 60 degrees. I've set up a guide block to give me consistent sizes when I cut. And I cut these 60-degree slices. I cut 24 of them. With the 24 pieces lined up, I flip every other piece upside down. This makes each group of 2 look kind of like a chevron and begins to make the zigzag pattern. Then I glue them up in groups of 2s, and you can never have enough clamps. When the glue's dry, I have 12 chevrons. Next, I set up a stop block on my chop saw. This allows me to cut off the points of the chevrons. I readjust the stop block and cut off the other end of the chevrons. So now I have 12 rectangles with a nice little zigzag pattern to them. On the fence of my miter sled, I've put a pencil mark that represents half the width of the wedge that I want. I've got my angle set at 15 degrees. I center the piece on the pencil mark, cut off one side, flip it over, making sure to have the same face against the fence, and cut the other side. This gives me my 12 wedges. And those 12 wedges form a nice ring. So now I glue those wedges together, being very careful to align the zigzag. Put it in a clamp and wait for it to dry. Once the glue's dried, we take it out of the clamp and we've got our feature ring. I hope you've liked this video and found it informative. Stick around for part 2 where I show how I use this feature ring in a vase. If you liked this video and found it informative, please like and share with your friends. Also, I'd love to hear any comments that you have. And as always, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.